a handy utility plugin that comes with is the Stop Stacking module, and pretty easy to use. You just add it to your section here, so stop stacking, or add it to your row, and all it does is it prevents Divi's default stacking behavior to happen. So let me hop over to this demo 6, and demonstrate what I mean. So I'll come into my demo 6 header here, and I'm actually going to remove stop stacking. And you can see here, stop stacking is in the, well, actually, I'll show you a couple examples of it. So first we see that on desktop, we have this row that's got the logo here in this column. This column has a black background. And let me show you this so you know. And then our inline menu is over here. Yeah, here you go. So this row is holding that. You got the logo right here in this guy, and then here. And then, of course, when we get down to tablet, those two stack. Now, if I were to install, you can do it either spot, but I'll just do it right here. If I were to install the stop stacking here and save it, now it should prevent this stacking from happening when it breaks down to that breakpoint. So here we go. It comes down to it, and you can see it's keeping this over here. It's not allowing it to stack. Now, in this example, this is not ideal, so I'm going to get rid of it. But where it is ideal is in our mobile menu, which looks like this here. So I'll remove it from that and show you how it works here. So we got the logo over here in this column, our hamburger menu over here. I'll go back out here, refresh. So it comes in. Remember, we moved it for tablet, so now tablet, these stack nicely. This demo is using the scroll and stick to the top, so very nice. So let me just do that. Let me just keep it up there. Boom. So then it stacks. Great. And now when it gets down to tablet, or mobile, I mean, it's not stacking, or it is stacking. I'm sorry. It is stacking because we don't have the stop stacking here. I'm going to go ahead and put it back in there and save it. I'll pull back out here, refresh. Great. And now when we go down, these things are in line because of stop stacking. This is a really cool menu. I really like this one. But let's say for some reason, I believe you can use it in other spots though. So let's say right here, let's say we didn't want this image and this text to stack on tablet. I believe we could go into, so let me come out of here. Let me go to that page. Let me save my changes. Demo 6, I'm going to edit with Divi. And actually, I should have had this in this demo here. I'm going to put a divider in here. That way when we go down to tablet, I can specify a height for this section. So min height, let me go down to tablet, because you can see it disappears. I don't want that. So let's say 400 pixels. We'll do 500. And then on here, we'll say 250. Great. Okay, let me save that and make sure that's working somewhat how I want it to. So we get down to, okay, great. Yep, that's working how I want it to. All right, great. I can get rid of this padding here that I had. Okay, but let's say we didn't want these to stack. I believe I can add the stacking module here, and it should prevent it. Let's see. I haven't tried this yet, so I'm kind of doing this live, but I'm curious to see what happens. So let me refresh. So here I am on desktop. It's working as it should, and then I go down. Yeah, it's holding. Now I gave it a height, so that's why it's sticking to the height, but it's holding, it's not allowing those to stack. Now I could tell this to be 100% height, and it would, yeah, let me do that. And I would also keep my spacing here I had. I'm going to undo this, so I'm not really worried about the spacing. But let's say instead of the sizing here, min height, let's say I said, 100%. Actually, I don't think that's going to work. I think I need to do a... you'd probably have to... Let me try 100%. I don't think that's going to work. But you could set a... Yeah, no, that didn't work. So you have to somehow... I wonder if in the row, if I'm making these the same height. Let's see here. Design, sizing, equalize column height. Yeah. So you'd have to get a little creative based on how much text was there. So then I would say you could go in here and for height, you would just have to, not ideal, but you'd have to put actual values in here. Say 1500 pixels. So in this particular example, not too handy, but let's say you had, let's say you had a couple things side by side that you didn't want to stack on tablet, but you did want them to stack, on mobile. You could do that. So let me go in here and get rid of this. Let me turn this back to 500. And let me get rid of that stop stacking here. But just showing you that you can use it outside of the menu module. So it can be a handy module to use. It's definitely handy for the header. But yeah, so here we are back here. Great. Cool. This is stacking like it should. This is not stacking because we don't want it to. So, all right. Thanks for watching.